is an influencer? Let's take it from there. An influencer is what? An individual who has acquired or developed their fame and notability from internet. Okay, so do we say now that Don Jazzy has or got his notability and whatever from the internet? Not really, because Don Jazzy has been there for ages anyway, before the internet came about. But let's still ask a question. Can musicians be called influencers? Can musicians be referred to as influencers? Musicians as influencers. Artists have embraced the role of influencing in the last decade. After recognizing the power of social media, musicians often leverage platforms such as TikTok to grow their fan base and drive engagement. So artists have embraced the role of influencing in the last decade. So musicians are also influencers. Why are they influencers? Yes, they are influencers because they influence. What does it mean to influence? It means to affect people or change people, to convince people, to make people to do something, maybe change their character or maybe make them to buy a product. We see musicians, someone like Davido. Davido does adverts for Munchies, for Puma, so many of them. Even Wizkid does advert. Even Don Jazzy, they all do adverts. So the answer here is that both Wizkid, both Don Jazzy, both Davido, all of them, Burna Boy, both Cristiano Ronaldo are all influencers. Yes, for the past how many decades, they have large audience where they influence services for people. Yes, so any entertainer that does advert for brands is an influencer. So Don Jazzy is an influencer. Even person we call person influencer is also an influencer. Or is it that Wizkid hasn't influenced a product? Has he not influenced a services or anything? So for the past decade, musicians and even actors and actresses, in fact any entertainer, both footballers, both Messi, we see them influencing product, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all those things. They are influencers now. Artist influencer, musician influencer. So it's not really wrong to call Don Jazzy an influencer. But the problem I have in calling Don Jazzy an influencer is the intent of the message. The intent of calling Don Jazzy an influencer is the problem. It's not just saying that Don Jazzy is an influencer. It's as if they want to maybe like to bring him down. I think the influencing is like, it's not the big influencing thing. It's when Wizkid made that comment, it was sounding as if the influencer he was talking about was maybe Ashmuzi's influencer or TikTok celebrities influencer, Jenny Frank them. Maybe now the influencer and I can make people vex. But when you look into deep, if you dig deep into the meaning of influencer, all of them are influencers. Musicians, entertainers, footballers are all influencers. Why? Because they do advertisements on their pages. They influence people. They convince people. They affect changes on the life of people to maybe buy a particular goods or product or services. So having said that, it's the intent of the message that people are maybe complaining of how Wizkid put the whole thing. Because Don Jazzy did not do him anything. He was on his own. Wizkid, the drag person, come put though he not even call Don Jazzy name, but from waiting in talk, it means that Don Jazzy in they refer to, because Don Jazzy na baba. He doesn't need disrespect. That's true. I remember those days we were in university. Hey, there's one of our classmates, we call her Man Jazzy. She likes Don Jazzy. That was when Don Jazzy we are reigning. Don Jazzy was like an oracle in music industry. He was like a god. He was like a baron. Yes, according to Very Dark Maya, it's true. That's why people take it. People are even scared of it. Like, you don't talk to him anyhow. Let it not be because Don Jazzy has now brought down himself. Because now he's a nice person. He's free. He lifts people. He helps people. So many musicians when he don't make, he does all these good things. Let it not be that he's good now. He don't turn insult. Even skit makers, he promotes them. From the bottom of his heart. I don't know whether those people pay him anyway, but I think maybe most times they don't pay him. So let it not be as if maybe a hoe Don Jazzy. Yes, I will call him a hoe. Because how many decades ago you don't talk to him anyhow? Let it not be that a hold on jazz is now someone that people will now talk to anyhow. But of a truth, all of them are all influencers.